So just got on the plane. I'm so excited.
Oh my god, we have so much leg room.
So we get an emergency exit seat, so tons of leg room. Pretty pumped. Let's get going. Alright, so last minute, cutting it close. We got into Walmart at 10:30. Place closes at 11. Grabbed an air mattress, filling it up now. We're gonna have a place to sleep tonight. So last night we stopped at Walmart, grabbed a mattress real quick. This morning we did an actual shopping run, grabbed the rest of our stuff. So yeah, we're gonna camp in the car. And yeah, we're at 2-Step Beach right now. It's gonna be awesome. I just grabbed a guava on the side of the road at the farmer's market for like 50 cents. Super stoked, love guava. Just gonna have a little snack and go for a dive. So excited, we just walked down there and there's like fish everywhere. Water's beautifully clear and calm, so I'm like so pumped. Just gonna get in the water now.
I just want to take a moment to say that if you were familiar with Kona, you're going to be really confused by the route we took. We ended up taking a very strange lap of the island. We basically started from Kona town, went north to the very tip, and then south, and then around the island, and then up and down for the last few days of the trip. But it was so much fun. So here's a bunch of clips of us having a lot of fun on this journey, and hope you enjoy. And if you have any questions about our trip, let me know in the comments down below. I'm more than happy to answer anything that you can ask. The first spot that we decided to stop and go for a dive at is 2-Step Beach. This is one of the most recommended dive spots in all of Kona, at least what I could discover. So it didn't disappoint at all. There was a lot of shallow areas and a couple swim throughs, so me and Haley had a bunch of fun in there. And then we went out a bit deeper, and I did a couple deep dives with Haley on the surface filming me. But I didn't want to push it too much because Haley can't quite go to the depth that I can go. So I dropped down here to just over 18 meters, and it was really unreal to me because in Canada, the water is so much colder. Very rarely am I able to swim without a dive suit on. And when I am, usually there's a thermocline around 25, maybe 30 feet down, that in the peak of summer, even in the warmest lakes, the temperature drops substantially. So for me, being able to dive so deep here and still feel so comfortably warm, it was absolutely amazing. It's very freeing, in my opinion, to dive with no weights, no suit or nothing. And I definitely want to do some more tropical diving in the future and maybe push it a little further because I think I can go quite a bit farther just by myself, and especially without a line. It's not really the most advisable thing to do. And I'm going to have to apologize for some of the pronunciations of these places, but this first spot here was the Pololu Valley Lookout, and it was gorgeous.
I was gonna say this is like straight out Jurassic Park again, but we've domesticated it. It's absolutely gorgeous though. Look at that valley. We made this nice little beach with the amazing viewpoint of the cliffs. I don't exactly know the name of this place. It's up top there, I can't remember it. But yeah, super gorgeous, huge towering cliffs here. And yeah, just kind of on the wrong side for a sunset, but absolutely gorgeous nonetheless. So perfect way to end our evening. So we just woke up to beautiful sunrise on this like cliff overlooking this absolute scenic view of the ocean. And yeah, start of day 2. Let's go. Something that I find absolutely amazing, just being able to pull over to the side of the road. Just pick some guava. So our drive on day 2 continues, and we decided to go a bit inland right now. So we're up in the mountains where all these ranches and stuff are. It's pretty cool. There's like cows everywhere and chickens all over the road. But look at this view here. So we're heading down to Captain Cook's Beach, I think, or at least Monuments, something like that. And apparently this is an absolutely amazing snorkeling spot. Often see dolphins here. I really want to see a turtle. That's like high on my priority list. So I'm pretty excited to get in the water here. And yeah, let's go get wet.
Go through the barbed wire, like whatever. He's a huge ball sack. Look at it! Look at it! I'm dead serious. Look at his fucking balls hang down. Do you see them? They're like in the way.
So there's an option to spend about 150 American each to come take one of these boats out here. But it's like maybe half an hour hike down. It's gonna be longer up, but yeah, I'd take this hike any day. It's gorgeous. Check out this location.
This was another fantastic dive spot with so much life. I didn't even recognize half the fish. I'm not very well versed in it, to be honest though, so it's not a huge surprise. If you're not really into hiking and you don't want to pay the money to go here by boat, two-step, very comparable and super accessible. So you could skip this one. This hike down was not too bad honestly at all. However, on the way up with the full summer heat, it was pretty warm. We went through all 6 water bottles on the way back up. So if you're gonna hike this one, I highly recommend bringing some water with you. And if not, I hear on the way up and down, the markers that are there, they're actually for search and rescue and for people to get a helicopter out. And from what I was told by a resident, you actually get charged if they have to rescue you off this hill. And honestly, fair play. Be prepared, and unless you hurt yourself, just take your time, you'll get up it no problem. And here we are starting the long journey back up. It's not a crazy long hike, but it is rather steep and there's not a lot of shade, so that sun just really hits you hard. So like I said earlier, bring a lot of water if you're gonna do this hike by yourself. We decided to relax and hang around Kona town after our little hike. We had a nighttime manta ray dive, and this was something we seen and we really wanted to do it.
I'll do some nighttime manta ray diving. This is gonna be sick.
Unfortunately, GoPros at night aren't the best to start with, and then we had this ultraviolet light that are used to attract the krill and whatnot the mantas actually feed off of. So the footage for this isn't the best, and I tried my best to do some color correcting. That's really not my specialty, but it was so much fun, and if you're in Hawaii, I would put this right at the top of your bucket list. Super fun, super easy, and really relaxing, and it was fantastic.
Driving down some farm roads. This is absolutely gorgeous. We're just heading down to the southernmost point of USA, I guess. Yep. Not the continental, but so yeah, Hawaii has the southernmost point in all the United States. So that's where we're heading right now, but this drive is just gorgeous. Check this out. Look at how janky looking this ladder is. It's just like multiple ladders tied with chains and ropes. Like, it's not super high. It's probably like 40 feet or so, but Jesus, that looks janky. I really want to go for a dive down there. It looks super awesome. So, yeah, we're gonna have to go down. This place is awesome. So cool. Some huge waves crashing over there. Just gonna check those out. I think we're gonna have to jump though. Jump in the water off the edge. It's a bit of a distance down, but I think the biggest thing is that ladder I just showed you. It's kind of ridiculous.
And right here has been something that has been on my bucket list for as long as I can remember. Freediving with sea turtles. I was so ecstatic to get this off my bucket list. This made me so happy. I just want to give a gentle reminder for everyone that when you do diving stuff like this, don't crowd the turtles, don't crowd dolphins, stuff like that. Maintain your space. It's actually illegal to get too close to them. I can't remember the exact measurements right now, but give them some space, don't crowd them, just let them do their thing and enjoy from a distance. And of course, it wouldn't be a dive with me unless I did some trash and treasure collecting. So I had some fun. This is again a spot where people jump off, so I was sure I was going to find some stuff. And it's a pretty popular fishing spot actually. I've seen some people using some techniques that I've never seen before. So there's lots of fishing weights, hooks, and a couple valuables.
So I was snorkeling around. Haley just jumped off, found a bunch of cool stuff, some sunglasses, I guess a Fitbit of some sort, and then I found a bunch of fishing weights and escaped the fishermen there. So it's pretty sick. So if the focus is here. So there's a picture of a girl that lost this the other day. So that kind of sucks to be her. I don't think I'll be able to return this. There's no contact information or anything. So if anybody knows who that is that lost that South Point, Hawaii, let me know. So as you can see, that's the ladder at the end there. So I was diving under that, and I was going to go try and come inside this cave, but those waves are absolutely crazy. I don't want to get back between the rocks. All these bubbles and stuff going up, you can't see anything anyway, so there wasn't much point, but pretty cool I can come in here anyway. I was going to go down a little bit farther, but the rocks are a bit too slippery, so I don't want to fall in there. And without fins on it, I don't have much control of where the water takes me, so better safe than sorry. On to the next spot. So we just found our spot to camp. Earlier in the day, we were there, just right on the southern tip. There's some guys fishing for tuna. I didn't see them catch anything, but that'd be super sick to do. And I was freediving around there. I was just kind of finding the stuff that people drop when they jump off the cliff there. So Haley did an awesome jump too. Super proud of her. That was awesome. And yeah, I'll probably head back there tomorrow morning and explore a little bit more. It's a bit tired after today's traveling, but it was a super cool experience. This coast is just gorgeous, every little bit of it. Like, it's so nice here. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped for the sunset that we're gonna have tonight. Haley's just up there. She's right by the car. And yeah, we're just basically back right onto this. It's just, yeah, gorgeous. Couldn't pick a better spot. Lots of wind tonight. Last couple nights we were rather warm in the car. So this breeze is gonna be very welcomed. Yeah. Day 3, we have like 8 more days to go. So I'm probably jumping around a lot in this. It's just so much to do. I've been filming a little bit, but this is probably just gonna go skipping through. There's gonna be all spots all across the island. And yeah, it's gonna be an amazing adventure. So if you've watched this far, thanks for watching, guys. And I hope to get some awesome footage from the next few spots we go to. That's one thing I always struggle with, is just getting kind of talking in the middle of just action shots and stuff like that. So whenever I see something super cool or when I'm diving, I'm always filming. But when I'm just doing the kind of stuff that I find more boring, I don't really film a lot, and that's something I find a lot of viewers kind of want. Get to show a little bit more personality to people, but I'm trying my best. There's just so much to do, and yeah, I don't want to be filming everything. I want to experience some of it. So yeah, we'll see what the next adventure has in store though. Stay tuned.
And there he is, sunset. Gorgeous. There's camp for the night. There's the point where we were diving and jumped off. Everybody watching? It's gorgeous.
So we made our way up to a volcano. Unfortunately, it's not active, but it's still kind of cool. So we're up to the lava tubes right now. So we just visited the crater. It's not active, but it's still a cool site. And now I'm excited to get into the lava tubes because they should be pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Yeah, should have brought my headlamp. So we're just finishing up the Devastation Trail hike, and then kind of went into the Byron Ridge. It's like 2 views of a volcano. Not really worth it in our opinion. It's about, what, 4 kilometers round trip? Something like that. It's just kind of boring. There's not really any viewpoints.
There's way better viewpoints that you can drive right up to.
Yeah, like,
I don't know. Like, I love hiking, but that wasn't worth it.
We started at like some of the touristy, like popular spots, the ones that tour bus drops you off. You walk 20 feet, see a cool view. Yeah, it's cool. We're like, oh, we should like these ones that, you know, a couple K hikes. You know, they're probably, I don't know, they probably have something going for them. That's why they're hikes and trails maintained, right? But
No.
not really. There was like one viewpoint at the end, and it was like,
All right.
yeah, all right at best. It's kind of lame. I don't know.
I didn't even take a picture.
Yeah, I think I snapped like a photo. Like I'll show it right here, but like there's a bunch of trees in the way, and you can kind of see the crater.
And people are walking through the crater, but we didn't really see the point of that because you're totally exposed to the sun. It's hot. You walk on lava rocks all over Hawaii, so like, what's the point?
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, but off to the next spot, I guess. So far, I think this is our only somewhat negative spot. I think everywhere else has been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, pretty much
so
a win.
I'll just maybe skip this point, go to the touristy destination spots. It's kind of cool, good experience, see a volcano. But yeah, then just keep driving. Yeah, so we started right here, went up, around. There's like the tiniest viewpoint right here, and then there's another one there, I guess. Then there's some little view here. You can go right here, and then a view of this. But like, I don't know. You can barely see any of this. Basically, you can only see like this part here. So I mean, that's probably pretty cool if you can look in there. But we couldn't see it from any of these trails. So I don't know. Yeah. And then like the visitor spots are somewhere along this ledge here. We had a pretty good view of this area here, but you could drive right to it. So yeah, just drive to it. All right, we're back down to the water. The waves here are absolutely wild. I'm pretty risky when it comes to diving and swimming, but I don't think I would ever swim here. Because this is crazy. Like, I doubt the camera does this justice. These got to be like 20 feet high, some of these waves. Like, they're hitting hard and fast. You can just like feel the power they must be like emitting here. Like, it's pretty unreal. This is just amazing. So I find this kind of thing super cool. There's like sea arches caused by lava. Yeah, that's the cool lava structures. All right, so this is gonna be super random, but this flower, I think, is like the best smelling flower I've ever smelled. So if you know what kind of flower this is, it's like, I don't know, it's almost like a cross between like mint and like guava and lemon. I don't know. It's really good smelling. It's not only that it smells amazing, but it looks really pretty as well. It's got the yellow, orange, pink, and then the 2 little mint-looking leaves. Perfect. So I finally got my coconut. Every time we drove by a palm tree, I was like, I want a coconut. So I finally was able to find one that I could actually access, and totally worth the wait.
Show the inside.
Yeah, it's a young coconut. Tastes really good. So now we're on an adventure to find somewhere to sleep for the night. This is our ongoing quest for the whole trip every night. We end up at this spot here. So we'll put this on the list. This might be a spot, but I think we're gonna keep driving for a little bit and we'll take a look.
Driving along some of the roads here was just stunning. The canopy just encloses over top of the road, makes these like tunnels of forest. It was just super neat. So I thought I'd post a couple of these here and there and kind of show you what I was seeing.
So for breakfast, I have a young coconut for drinking, an older coconut for the meat. We have some papaya, lychee, and an orange, and some macadamia nuts. Yeah, everything growing on the island, so thought it'd be a pretty cool breakfast to sit on a black kind of sandy beach here, watch the waves roll in. Good way to start the morning.
A big theme for me on this trip was coconuts for some reason. I just thought it was hilarious that they're everywhere, and I really enjoy coconuts. So of course we had to head to Coconut Island, and there's a small little thing to jump off of. So I was like, all right, we're gonna find some trash and treasure here as well.
Even on vacation in Hawaii, I can't help myself. Pulled out a bunch of trash, a cool tech deck, and we found an Apple Watch 2. Unfortunately, my GoPro kind of crapped out. I'll have to put a different SD card in it. It said SD error, and I don't want to format the footage because it'll wreck what I filmed so far. But yeah, I wonder who on vacation from a cruise ship to hotel lost this from somewhere around the world, and I'll bring it back home to Canada, and we'll see if we can reunite it with the owner. That'd be wild. So we found a nice little spot along the river that we can actually access, because all the main touristy ones are closed to everyone basically. But I think we found a pretty awesome one to go explore. So, bit of rock hopping to go, and we'll get down there. Take a look. So it's found a pretty cool waterfall. Yeah. Made a little cave. One thing we had talked about before coming down here is if it starts to rain, we gotta go fast. Because you do not want to be in this kind of areas when it's pouring rain. It would be no good at all. Pretty cool though. Beautiful out here.
We hit the road again and decided to hit up a campsite just so we had a nice place to stay with some bathrooms and some showers. And I cannot pronounce this at all, so I'm going to put the name here, but this is probably the most gorgeous campsite I've ever stayed at in my life. I highly recommend this spot if you're going to do some camping.
So apparently Haley's a cat whisperer. Alright, today for breakfast we got a coconut that I husked and took apart, a mango that I picked, and a papaya that an old lady swindled us to buy.
It's $1.50 for two.
We're at the market and she's like, yeah, it's $1 each. We're like, okay, we'll just take one. She's like, okay, here, just take another one. She's like, $4.50. Once it was already in our bag, and pretty funny. But this mango that I picked is just phenomenal. So good. Next up on the fruit breakfast menu, this is called an egg fruit. Apparently it has the texture of an egg yolk on the inside. Let's cut it into it and find out. Looks interesting. It's like really hard. Yeah, that does not taste like any fruit I've ever.
Let me try. I don't think it's ripe enough.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to pass on this one. All right, we're taking a little bit of a break from the rustic small town life.
Resorts.
We are a heart of tourist central resorts all around us right now. Like, don't get me wrong, they're beautiful and this beach looks stunning, but I think Haley was saying this is probably a man-made beach from what we could tell, and I mean, it looks gorgeous, so let's go.
Yeah, this is a man-made beach.
Yeah. Which way do you want to go? So we thought we'd go to a fancy resort and pretend that we fit in.
Yeah, with pillows in the backseat.
This place is absolutely gorgeous. So we just finished our fancy dinner. And yeah, we're just walking through this extreme luxury resort basically. Haley's looking it up. Apparently it's almost $900 a night here. That's a little far above my budget, but
Yeah.
the views here, are pretty phenomenal.
Yep.
So we're gonna get our car now and leave and go find a spot to camp for the night.
Yeah, and go sleep on our
sleep in our car.
$35 foamy.
I wouldn't have it any other way though.
No.
We get to see everything on the island and all our own time. And yeah, you don't have to be with 100 other people crammed in a bus and told what time to do what.
Nope.
So this is the way to do Hawaii for sure. So we just finished up at our super fancy hotel dinner. And now we're back where we belong, beach bumming it up. And yeah, a little bit of a sunset here.
Pretty gorgeous.
Beautiful evening, and we're gonna sleep pretty much just on the side of the beach here. So
Yeah.
another good night.
Feeling lucky.
Hopefully get in the water in the morning. We tried swimming at one of the man-made beaches earlier, and the water conditions was absolute trash. But it was just so bad. Like it brought me right back to Canadian waters, how like the algae blooms go, and it was just horrendous. So that was a no-go. But this spot, we're gonna wake up bright and early, probably go for a sunrise dive, and it'll be gorgeous. So, all right, we're gonna turn in. So see you in the morning. All right, so this is by far the best breakfast and view that we've discovered on our trip so far. Little gecko lizard things.
Trying to be in the way here.
Another day, another hike to dive. We found out so far that basically if you can find a really short hike to a beach that's even like 10-15 minutes, the amount of tourists are way less. I mean, that includes us too, like I've said before. But yeah, you don't get all the tour buses that come to these spots. So it just makes the time at the beach, at the water, just all that much better. So let's take this winding goat trail down to the beach now. Yeah, take a look at this trail. It's literally just a small little path and some dirt between the lava rocks. Another thing Haley was just mentioning is that these kind of hikes go to beaches where they're a lot rockier, and some of those resorts have like sand that's been pumped in to make absolutely like gorgeous beaches. However, the reef and stuff that's out there is just covered in sand and you can't see like anything. So these small little hikes through this kind of stuff get to spots where there's much more fish. But the only ones I would say, if you didn't want to hike in at all, Two-Step Beach. We're probably going back there and tomorrow or the next day, and that was absolutely gorgeous. But other than that, go for a small hike and find a small remote beach. It's much better. The beacon is there leading the way. Oh, this is hot though. All these black rocks are just cooking. Whew. Oh, I can see the water right there though. So we're pretty close. Haley.
Oh my god, that is a big crab. Here, just wait. How did you grab him?
So Haley, what are we gonna take a look at right now?
there's barbecue and foot massages. And we saw this on Google Maps and we had to just come drive by. It's, I think, past the school a bit, but yeah. Like, how do you not stop and just check that out?
Have you guys ever heard of a barbecue / foot massage place? Like, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Figure it out.
Let's see.
So we're having some trouble finding the barbecue foot salon.
Yeah, it's 81-1045. Don't even ask me to pronounce that. Oh. But there's this massive school and it says it's like in the school campus. So unless it's in that little area. 81-1045. I don't know. I guess it's not real.
Maybe it's closed today, who knows?
Everything's closed.
It's just a random combination, but...
Who does a barbecue and foot salon? That's just crazy. Yeah, no, it must not be existent.
Yeah, so... Alright, off to the next spot. I don't know where that's gonna be, but we're just finding these random spots on Google because they sound absolutely hilarious, and... Yeah, let's see what the next spot has in the order here. Alright, Haley, what was that one you just found there?
The original donkey ball store. I can't make this up.
It's not one of those knockoff donkey ball stores. It's the original one.
It's got 4.5 stars on Google, 556 reviews.
All right.
It is a restaurant, and we just ate, but we have to go. Let's go. It's very serious.
We're doing this tomorrow, or?
No, right now. We're going.
We're going to the donkey ball store. So apparently it's just coffee.
Just coffee. So weird.
I say no. Look at this. It's a metal ball. Okay, can we bring this home?
It's heavy. It's gonna go over 5 kilograms.
So unfortunately Haley doesn't think they'd let me carry this on the airplane, so I can't get it. But look at this thing.
Okay, babe, I don't know.
Way off the beaten path now. Look at this.
I didn't like that. Oh my god, okay.
This.
This is fucked. This is where we die. How the fuck do we turn around if somebody comes down the other way?
So like, we were just trying to find a nice little spot up on the mountain, and I guess we. Ooh, that's a nice spot right there.
No.
Apparently not. So like I said, we're just car camping. So we're trying to find spots kind of before the night happens that we could possibly camp at. And yeah, it's an adventure every night. It's a good times.
Oh my
But
god.
like, this is probably the wildest road I've seen, and like in my personal vehicle at home, I'd be like just yeehaw.
But this is a 2-wheel drive. Well, that's
really
beautiful.
pretty. Look at this. Fuck yeah. That's absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, see, to the left.
So Haley does not like going up steep roads, but like I was saying, in my personal vehicle at home, it's like 4-wheel drive. Wouldn't have a problem in any of this stuff. But we're in like a 2-wheel drive rental, and it's like I just don't know the capabilities of it. It's a Dodge Durango,
Well, there's a spot.
and it's all right,
Oh, never mind.
but I just don't want to push it, and because it's a rental, I prefer not having to pay buttloads of money to fix it. And this is like down a gravel road now. We're not even on a real road anymore.
It says unknown road.
Like, it's someone's driveway for sure.
No, it's now it is. That was the road.
Yeah, okay, we made a mistake here.
Okay. Okay, chill with the
Beep,
transmission.
beep, beep, beep.
Oh my god.
Alright, so that was gated, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's a gate.
All right, so we're not staying up here apparently. Google has misled us onto someone's private road. It looks like. Yeah, we've had some issues with Google and Maps, and like even the sat nav in this car is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
Like it'll say turn left, and then like the road will be in like 100 meters from now. Like it doesn't make any sense. Okay, but the coolest thing is there's like guava, just fruit like all over the sides of the road, like everywhere we go. It's super cool. Okay, now we're going back down the super sketchy area, and I can't even see the road. And I definitely don't recommend filming while driving, but I just have the GoPro and it's nice and easy. I'm not really paying attention to it, and we're going ultra slow, but yeah.
Just be careful.
It's still super cool though. But like I said, I would not want to go in there. So Haley, the park at the very bottom of this road, do you like that one now?
No, we're not camping there. It looks like a homeless camp.
There's just like really random small park on the side of a road, and yeah, I was kind of joking about going there, but like, what are these? What those are? I want to know. Like, there's fruit everywhere, and I'm assuming a lot of it is not edible. But it just makes me like my mind blown how much vegetation and how much fruit and stuff is just on the trees everywhere here. Like not a single spot that we've been to, other than maybe some of the volcanic areas, is not just absolutely lush and green. And Haley does not like these roads at all.
Don't like this.
It's good times. We're just jumping around here like in our rental, hoping they're not looking at the GPS where we're going.
Oh my god, look at that! Like it's to prevent washout, right?
Yeah, so
two-wheel drive.
So this video is not going to be made and posted until far after I got my refund for the damage deposit in this thing, because of stuff like this. Like, it doesn't look that narrow maybe on camera, but it, like, trust me, it is hella narrow, and this is hella steep too.
Ooh.
There's like probably someone like sleeping in their car up there because they have a little SUV and they have a surfboard in the back, and
it's very narrow and windy and very bumpy. And I would be fine if this was four-wheel drive. It is not.
yeah, good times, good times.
Why is it?
Why did the chicken cross the road? To get the coconuts on the other side. Make this water crossing here to get to this waterfall, and let's get on this journey. This view though, see, when we pictured Hawaii, this is the kind of stuff that we were thinking of, and this is the stuff that we wanted to go see. It's a little bit off the beaten path, and I love it. No tourists here, it's perfect. I mean, other than us, I guess.
So a big must on Haley's list for this trip was to grab a surfboard and go out. So we got her aboard and she paddled out, and I decided to go for a swim because that's more my style. So she went for a little surf. Unfortunately, the waves really weren't the greatest, but she still was able to get up a few times. But I still had a lot of fun splashing around in the waves. It's pretty cool to see the clarity under here compared to like Tofino. You really don't see the waves rolling and breaking like this. So I had a lot of fun underwater. And I just enjoyed some of the underwater creatures.
So this is pretty adorable. This dad taking his son on his very first surf. The kid can't be older than about a year. There's the mom over to the right there. It's pretty adorable. The turtles. Just chilling in this little puddle of water. And then there's another one here. We don't know what his plan is. We're talking about how these little guys just look like motionless for so long. But then they'll just start moving around. It's gotta be hot to be a turtle.
So I just want to clarify how this was filmed really quick, because I don't want people jumping in front of turtles, messing with them. So I have a really long stick with my camera. It's about 10 feet long, and so I went to the edge of a pond and put this in it, and the turtle wasn't anywhere near it. This took me a few tries to get, actually. And I just let the turtle do its thing for about 15 minutes, and I'd come back and grab the camera. So I did this a few times because I could tell the turtle didn't go anywhere near the camera. But again, just don't be bugging turtles. Let them have their space.
Garbage pickup time. There's a coconut floating ashore. We're gonna get it. Totally gonna get it. Gotta put the phone down. It's gonna get wet. Look at my super tiny coconut. It just like washed up on a shore. I had to peel it apart. But look at this. It's just mini. Tastes good though.
If you hadn't messed with me.
I wonder how far it has been floating. Like, wonder if it's from this island, another one of the Hawaiian islands, or even somewhere farther. Makes you wonder. Well, anyways, guys, this is our last night here. It's been an amazing 11 days. We traveled all around the island in about 5-6 days. And then we spent the last about week or so just chilling on the east side or west side of Kona town. And yeah, so we found some beach here with some beautiful showers. Haley got a surfboard, and it was a good time. Didn't film much the last few days, but had a lot of fun. Enjoying one last beautiful sunset in Hawaii before we head home tomorrow evening. Yeah, it's been a great ride. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a blast. Take care.
Overall, this trip was absolutely amazing for Haley and I think renting a car and being able to drive around is definitely the way to go. However, I would do this a bit differently because camping in Dodge Durango for 11 days was a bit taxing. It's not something that's set up like some of those van life people. This is just an air mattress in the back of a car. And I wanted to mention that all the camping stuff we bought, we just donated to a local secondhand shop before we left. But the best parts were the amazing places that we were able to park and stay at. You can't get views like this in any other way. And just when I thought the recording was all done, we had to get home.
So we're trying to head off, heading home now, but we're pretty early for our flight. And apparently in the Hawaiian airport here in Kona, you can't even go into the airport until like 6:30, I guess, when Delta gets on shift.
3 hours before your flight.
Yeah, so we're here like 4 hours before our flight just because we had to return the car rental. But we're not allowed in the airport, so we're literally just sitting outside looking homeless with our chips and pop.
And there's nothing there's nowhere we can go, there's no food court, there's no indoor area, so we're just sitting in 85 degrees.
One of the people here told us to grab an Uber and go back 20 minutes in a town and then come back. We're like, what? So like, we're just waiting here, downloading a Netflix show to watch in the super hot heat outside, looking like so goddamn homeless.
We took our shoes off.
Yeah, I don't even have shoes on. I got a cut on my foot, so I'm wearing my shark socks. Oh, that's the update for now. I thought I was going to end it at the sunset, but this might be interesting trying to get home. Alright, I'll keep you updated. Ready to go home?
Yes. I'm tired.
The rest of the trip went by pretty smoothly, so we had to welcome ourselves home with a nice stop at Tim Hortons.
If you made it all the way through this video, thanks so much for watching. That was our Hawaii.